Miya twins, 2 is better than 1. Part 49. Your point of view, 10 years old. Saturday, 2 p.m. We will court you one day, Atsumu says, chasing me around the playground. No, I shout, running away from them. Why can't we? Atsumu shouts. Because I don't like you guys. You're just my friends, I shout back and then jump from the top of the slide. Why are you doing that, our wife? What if you get hurt? Atsumu shouts. I'm not your wife, I shout back and then sprint over to my mom and the twins' mom. Hey, stop running from us. I thought we were friends, Atsumu says, crossing his arms. You're right, we're friends, so stop saying you'll court me one day, I shout back at him. And then I hear mine and the twins' mom laugh. Mama, Auntie Mia, tell them to stop, I say and stomp my foot. Oh, honey, you're just so pretty that my boys have a crush on you, Auntie Mia says and I scoff. Well, they have cooties and I don't like them, I say and my mom sighs. Why, Anne, you can't say that. That was mean. You need to say you're sorry. Mom says and I scoff and turn to the boys. Sorry, Samu, sorry, Sumu, I say and look at the opposite boys when saying this to make them mad. Heh, I'm not Samu, Atsumu shouts and I smirk. And I'm definitely not Sumu, and you know that, Atsumu says and I shrug. Now, boys, no more saying you'll court Ryan. You're making her uncomfortable. It's also a little too early for that, huh? You guys are still babies, Auntie Mia says. Auntie Mia, I love you, but I will never date those two, I say and stick my tongue out at the boys. You will, Atsumu says. I won't, I say back. You will, Atsumu shouts, and I groan and turn on my mom. Ryan's daddy says she's not allowed to get married, my mom says, and the boys nod. I guess we'll just have to wait then, Atsumu says to Atsumu, who nods. Let's go play tag with the other kids, Atsumu says and grabs me by my hand and pulls me back to the playground. Stupid twins, they have never acted like this before. I wonder why they suddenly like me now. Why did they even want to court me in the first place? Did they know that I can't date both of them? Not that I even want to date even one of those stinky little brats. I only like them as friends, and I'm only their friend because Mommy and Auntie Mia are friends. Atsumu's point of view, 10 years old. Previous Friday at 12 p.m. Asamu and I are sitting at our usual lunch table with all our friends. Well, I mean Samu's friends, because they don't like me very much. We're talking about girls, and most of them are saying they have cooties, but one of the boys says something Asamu and I have never heard of before. I'm going to court Misaki. She's so pretty and nice. I will make her my wife one day, he says, and I tilt my head in confusion. What does that mean, I ask, and the boy looks at me confused. What does what mean, he asks. Going to court, I ask. Oh, courting someone means that you want to date them and you try to get their love. You try to date them and then marry them someday, he says. And I nod. Whoa, I didn't know that either, Asamu says, and we snap our heads towards each other. So do you have to like this girl? Asamu asks. I mean, yeah, why else would you want her feelings, he says, and we nod. Does she have to be pretty? Asamu asks again. Are you, like, dumb or something? The boy says, and we shake our heads no. Oh my god, yes, she would be pretty. Or why else would you like her? He says, and we nod. Sumu, I'm going to court YN, Asamu says, and I glare at him. No, I am, Sumu, I say. No, me. I said it first, he says back. So what? I like her more, I say. No way, I'm courting her. End of the story, Asamu says, sticking his tongue out at me. Why don't you both court her? The boy says, and we snap our heads to him. We can do that, we both shout at the same time. I don't see why not, the previous boy says, and we slowly nod and smile at each other. Asumu's point of view, 10 years old. Previous Friday at 12 p.m. Sumu, we see her tomorrow at the park. We shall court her then, I say, and then Atsumu nods. Yes, I will be the one to ask for both of us, he says, and I sigh and give in, or he'll throw a fit and we'll fight. Geez, how pretty is that girl for both of you to like her, one of my friends asks. She's the prettiest girl in the world, I say and smile. Yeah, and she's so nice, but also sassy. I love it, Atsumu says, and I give him a weird look. She's sassy to you because you're weird, I say, and he glares at me. Huh? Watch your mouth. I'm not weird. You are, he says, and I scoff. No, Atsumu, you're the weird one. You like to tease her, and this, which she finds annoying, and that's why she always gives you sass. To me, she's a sweet and calm girl that's always kind and helpful. She can't be the prettiest. There's just no way. My Misaki's the prettiest, the previous boy says, and I roll my eyes. She looks like a frog to me, but okay. Misaki looks like a frog. So if you're into frogs, just say that, Hatsumi says, and my eyes go wide and I try not to laugh. I mean, he said what I was thinking, but, I'm not actually mean enough to say it. Sumu, you can't say stuff like that, I say, scolding him, and he shrugs his shoulders at me. Hey, you rat, she does not, and I don't like frogs, the guy shouts, and I shake my head. This is why no one likes Atsumu. Atsumu isn't necessarily trying to be mean. He doesn't say things to hurt people's feelings. He's just very honest about how he feels, and it always comes out the wrong way. I listen as the two argue, and then I sigh and speak up. Please don't talk to my brother away, and Atsumu, please just shut up and say you're sorry. You didn't have to say that. You could have kept your opinion to yourself, I say, and Atsumu sighs. Sorry. That your crush looks like a frog, Atsumu says with a long pause and then continues. I facepalm. Say you're sorry, you idiot, and do it correctly, I say, and pull him by the shirt, and he looks at me with a straight face. I'm sorry, Atsumu finally says, and I sigh in relief now that that's over with. Time skip. Your point of view, 14 years old. Friday, 3 p.m. I'm at the twins' volleyball match that they're having. I've never went to school with the twins before, so I've never met their friends, and I've only ever seen them when our parents get together. This is the first volleyball game I've been to of theirs. I sit in the bleachers next to Mom and Auntie Mia and watch as the boys get ready for the match. I hear lots of girls screaming the boys' name, and I roll my eyes. What do you guys see in them? They're brats. They're my best friends, but they're still brats. They always fight and act childish, even worse than when we were kids. Now they fight over weird things, and it gets physical most of the time. And that's scary. Atsumu-kun, I love you, a girl shouts. I snap my head back around and glare at her, and then shake my head and chuckle. Is it always like this, Auntie? I ask Auntie Miya, and she nods. The boys are very popular, she says, and I nod. Because they're so handsome. I don't know why my little YN doesn't see it, my mom says, and I glare at her. I never said they aren't handsome. I just never admitted to finding them handsome. But I still don't like them like that, I say, and Auntie and Mom look at me in shock. Oh yeah, my mom says, and I shrug my shoulders. Say, YN, when was the last time they tried courting you, Auntie? Asked, and I sigh. The boys stopped courting me a year ago. After 4 years, they finally stopped courting me. It's been a year, and they still haven't tried anything. And I don't know why, but this bothers me. I shake it off and then reply to Auntie. A year, I say, and Auntie looks at me as shocked. Is that so? That's surprising, she says, and I shrug. Wow, do the boys have a girlfriend, my mom asks, and I flinch as I feel my chest tighten. Sometimes they bring girls home, but after that I never really see them again, so I'm not sure if they're dating anyone or if they're just having their fun, Auntie says, and my face turns sour. Our little YN here won't bring me any boys home, my mom says, and I say, I don't like anyone, Mom, I say, and she nods. Sure, she says, and I roll my eyes. Whoa, wow, did you see them, Mom? I say, pointing at the twins. Yes, I did, honey. They're really good, my mom says, and I nod. Auntie Miya, can I come to more of these with you? I ask Auntie Miya, and she smiles and nods at me. I'm sure the boys would love that, she says, and I smile. Atsu's point of view, 14 years old, Friday, 3:30 p.m. I casually look up at the bleachers and see YN, Auntie, and Mom. I nudge Atsu and point, showing him that YN actually came. He smiles and nods at me. Let's do this, he says with a grin. Alright, let's go, boys, I say, and walk up to the court. Knowing that YN is here, I know that I will be on top of my game today. I feel so light and feel like I really connected well with the ball. I know that I can do anything today. I can tell Asuma feels the same way. I can feel his energy blaring beside me as we stand next to each other on the court. I can almost hear Asuma speaking to me with his mind. It's as if he's screaming in my ear, toss to me, toss to me, toss to me. Once I get the ball, I set it over to Asuma and watch as he jumps high and slams it onto the other side of the court. We both look up and Mom, Auntie, and YN smile. I quickly high-five my brother and get back into position. When it's my turn to serve, the crowd goes wild, and I roll my eyes and silence him. As I toss up the serve, I hear someone shout, and this almost messes me up. I love you, Atsumu-kun, a girl shouts, and I look up and glare. My serve thankfully makes it over, earns us a point. I walk back and continue to serve until they receive it. Thankfully, after glaring at that one girl, I never heard a peep from them again. Asumu and I have gotten really popular with the ladies as we've grown in our volleyball career and in general. None of them can even compare to our YN, though. Asumu's point of view, 14 years old, Friday, 3:30 p.m. Atsumu and I have gotten really popular with the ladies. Every day we're getting confessed to, and yes, the girls are pretty, but none of them can even compare to YN. The thing is, Atsumu and I have gotten tired of confessing to YN just to get rejected every single time. I think it's been a year now since we stopped. We weren't making any progress, so we were taking a break from confessing so we don't annoy her. We agreed to try to court her again in our second year of high school. I look up into the crowd as Atsumu goes to serve, and I watch YN. She's so pretty from up there. I don't know how, but as we've gotten older, she's gotten even more beautiful. Sometimes my heart can't take it. I know that we still love YN, but we don't want to seem desperate to her and our families, so Atsumu and I sometimes bring girls home. We don't do anything with them, and we don't lead them on or anything. We just ask them to hang out and watch movies together. But Atsumu and I really haven't hugged any girls or kissed anyone or anything like that. We agreed to wait for YN. Well, at least I think Atsumu still wants to wait for her. Lately, he's been super flirty with the girls and always wears a smirk on his face when he's talking to them. I know that my feelings for YN will never falter, though. Time skip. Your point of view, 15 years old. Monday, 6 o'clock a.m. I wake up and get ready for school. I start by eating breakfast and then washing my face and brushing my teeth and hair. I then get dressed in a crop top and black jeans. I throw on my Jordans and get my bag and then head off to school. I haven't seen the twins in a month. Mom has been really busy and so has Auntie, so we haven't really gotten to hang out lately. But after 10 years, I will finally be attending the same school as my best friends. We're all going in as Archie High. We're first years and I'm really excited. I never got to go to school with them. I know I have always seemed like I don't like the boys, and I think that they're gross, but in all honesty, I love those two. They're my best friends, and I don't think that I could ever live without them. They always cheer me up and always find a way to make me smile. There's not a day that goes by where they don't try to make me happy. Sadly, the boys still haven't confessed to me. Wait, sadly? Ah, fuck. Recently, as in 3 months ago, whenever I'm around the boys, I start to feel butterflies in my stomach, and I get nervous around them at times. When other girls come to their house when I'm there, my chest tightens, and I don't feel so good. I don't want to think that I like the twins like that. I mean, I know I don't. I'm just jealous because I'm their best friend, and I'm just scared that another girl will come and take them away. And that's something that I absolutely don't want. Monday, 7 o'clock a.m. I arrived at the school and look around. Holy shit, it's huge. I make my way inside and go to the office and pick up my schedule. I make my way to the cafeteria because that's where the twins said that they'll be. I look inside to see if I see the two brunettes, but I don't see them anywhere. I sigh and scan the room again. Why? And a familiar face shouts and runs up to me and pulls me in for a hug. I step back for a minute and then look at him. What the fuck? This is Atsumu? Atsumu, I shout. Ah, what? He asks, and I hold his shoulders and inspect him. No, this is definitely him. I run my fingers through his hair, and it's blonde. Why, him? Asamu says, running to me. I hug him and then push him away and inspect him as well. I run my fingers through his hair. It's gray. When did you guys dye your hair? I shout. We did this month. Sorry we didn't tell you, Asamu says, and I shake my head. I kinda dig it. You guys look, good, I say and scratch my neck. I watch as the boys light up and smile. You think we look good? What a compliment, Asamu says, and I laugh. Yep, my two handsome besties, I say and wrap my arms around both their shoulders. This is cruel, you're teasing us, Asamu says, and I shake my head. So what class you guys got? I ask as we sit at a table. I'm in class 1, Asamu says, and I nod. I'm in class 2, Asamu says. Looks like I'm with you, Samu, I say, and Asamu smiles. Sweet, he shouts, and I smile at him. There goes the butterflies in my stomach. Have you joined a club yet? Asamu asks, and I shake my head no. You should join the volleyball team as our manager, Asamu says, and I look at him. I can do that, I ask, and the boys nod. Come, let's go to the office to get you a club form, Asamu says, dragging me by my hand. My stomach is turning so much right now. Hello? Can we get a club form for the boys' volleyball team, please? Asamu says to the office lady. She walks away for a minute and then hands him the paper. I'm then being pulled back to the cafeteria and sat back at the table. Here's a pen. Fill it out. And I'll take you to the gym to turn it into the coach, Asamu says, and he hands me the pen. I nod and start to fill it out. Now, how did they talk me into this so easily? I mean, I don't mind it, but, now I have to spend all my time with these two brats. They better not fight, or we will have a big problem. I finish filling it out and look at Asamu. Samu, I'm done, I say, and he grabs my hand. Okay, cool, let's go, he says, pulling me. Hey, wait, I want to come too, Asamu says, chasing her after us. You're so annoying. I let you take her to the office alone, Asamu says. You're more annoying. You're making a big deal out of nothing, Asamu says, and I roll my eyes. I change my mind, I don't want to be your manager, I say, and stop myself from being pulled by Asamu. Huh? But why? They say at the same time with the same pout. Because you two are fighting makes me so annoyed and anxious. You guys will fight all the time. I don't want to have to deal with that, I say and look away from them. Their cute faces are not good for my heart. No, listen, we're sorry, Asamu says, and I raise my eyebrow at him. Sure, whatever, I say, and turn around. Please stop. Samu, I'm sorry for arguing with you. You're not annoying, I love you, Asamu says, and I try not to chuckle. Tch, you're not annoying either, Samu, and I love you too, Asamu says, and then I laugh. You guys, you could have just said you're sorry. You didn't have to go that far. I forgive you, I say, laughing and holding my stomach. As I look up at the two boys, they're looking at me, and they're both red. Huh? You guys okay, I ask, and they nod. Let's go turn in your club form. Let's go turn in the club form, I say, and wrap my arms around the boys' waist and drag them. You lead the way. I don't know where I'm going, I say, and the boys laugh. Monday at 8:00 a.m. This ain't fair, Atsumi says as we walk to his class. I'm sorry, Sumu. I'll see you at lunch. Don't be sad, I say, and he frowns. Can I hug you one more time before I go? He says, and I open my arms and hug him. He walks into them, wraps his arms around me, and he sways us back and forth. I tap his back and point to his class. No, he says in my neck, and I giggle. Go, Sumu, go, I say, and he groans. Atsumu, get off of her. You're gonna make us all late. Go. Asamu says, pushing him away. I watch as Atsumu grumpily walks into his classroom and stomps inside. I laugh and look at Asamu, and we walk to inside our class and find seats next to each other. Sumu is so dramatic, I say and laugh. You're telling me he acts like it's the end of the world that he doesn't have the same class as you, Asamu says, and I smile at him. Wouldn't you act the same way? I ask, and he turns red. Shut your mouth, you're acting like dumb Sumu, he says, and I laugh. Fine, I won't talk to you then, I say and put my head down. Wait, no, that's not what I mean. I'm sorry, Mayan, he says, and I ignore him. Can you not ignore me? I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean it. I love it. I love your pretty voice, he says, and makes my heart beat faster. Stop talking. Class will start soon, I say, and he sighs. Fine, at least you talk to me, he says. I turn to him and smile so he knows that I'm not actually mad. Atsumi's point of view, 15 years old. Monday 8:00 a.m. Stupid Samu gets to be in class with her. At least I have an excuse to hug her every time we part. Wait, Samu won't get nearly as many hugs as me. So this is what he gets. I walk to my seat and grumpily sit down. This school is so dumb. Damn it, I want to be in her class. I sigh and then pay attention to class. Maybe I can ask to be transferred to that class later on. Asumi's point of view, 15 years old. Monday 12:00 p.m. I notice that the bell will ring for lunch soon, so I pack my stuff. I look over to see Mayan half asleep on the desk. Is she always like this in class? So cute. I poke her cheeks and she looks up at me and smiles. Sammy, you look so pretty when I first wake up, she says sleepily. Oh my god, what did she just say? This is cheating, Mayan. Fucking cheating. No fair, you can't say something like that to me. Where in the world is that fair? I just stare at her for a minute. Thanks, but wake up now. Pack up your stuff. It's almost time for lunch, I say, and brush the hair out of her face. Too sleepy. Can you carry me? She asks, and I look at her. I mean, if she's serious, then I will. Did you not sleep enough last night? I ask, and she nods. I was too excited about going to school with you and Sumu. I couldn't sleep, she says, and rubs her eyes. How does she look like a fucking princess, even after just waking up? You know, you're very honest when you wake up, I say, and she looks at me confused. Nothing. Do you want me to carry you? I ask, and she stops and thinks for a minute. No, I'm heavy. I'll walk, she says, and I sigh. Damn it, I wanted to carry her. You're not heavy, though, I say, and the bell rings. She stands up from her seat and shrugs her shoulders and drags me by my arm to the door. We walk to the door, and of Atsumi's classroom, and he comes out pouting. Crybaby. Aw, Sumu, what's wrong? She asks and grabs his arm and pulls him. I just miss you, Atsumi says with a smirk. Aw, Crybaby, Wyan says, and I die from laughing. Haha, get him, I say, and she smiles. Why are you both so mean? Atsumi says. Because you're, I start to say, but Wyan slaps my head. He isn't ugly, so don't even